So I know it's been ages since I posted a video with the van. I did say ages ago that I wouldn't be doing much in the way of travel videos just because, I don't know, it just, mad props to all those people who can do it, but I just can't video everything and that I'm doing. It takes all the enjoyment out of doing it, because I'm too worried about videoing and angles and lighting and all that, and I just can't be bothered. So anyway, but I just did a trip this past weekend, and there's a couple things in the van I need to update, change, whatever, add. So I'm going to show you what those are, and then I'm going to take care of them over the next couple days, and I'll do a little bit of video of that, and then put it all together. So, alright, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Murphy bed. So I have these holes. There's 3 holes. Oops, my camera's doing weird things. There's 3 holes, and I have these 3 legs that have dowels in them. And that all works fine. There's non-skid stuff on the bottom. And for the most part it works fine. But this last trip what I did was I left the bed down while traveling from one place to another for my next night of sleeping kind of thing, instead of having it, set it all up and put it all down, whatever. I don't necessarily need the couch all that often, especially if I'm hiking during the day and stuff. It's not like I need that to sit on, and dinner or meals or whatever, I'd rather sit outside anyway. So I did this design so that I had a place if I needed to. So for the most part they stay in there when I'm in bed, and that's not a problem. But when I'm driving around, that whole bed tends to bounce a little, and then they fall out, and then I've got to crawl under the bed to put them back in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut little pieces of Velcro to put around there and around the end of this, and then it will stay in place with the Velcro and it won't fall out. The other thing I need to do is the opening. Alright, well obviously I've got to clean it. This inside of the door, I still haven't done it, so that's all dirty. But I want to put mosquito netting up around here. And I bought the netting a while ago. So the mosquito netting I got it on Amazon, obviously. But they're two different ones, because I got them both on a flash sale, but the ones they had on one day on a flash sale are different from the ones I had on a different day on a flash sale, and I didn't really much care. So the one set has this decorative top, which is kind of pretty, and I will put this set probably in the center. My camera is like rocking all around there. And then the other set is just plain, but it also has, let me try to find the right end here, but it also has tie backs. So I will split these two and put one on one side and one on the other side, and that way the tie back can work for the whole thing. Now they both have Velcro, the soft part of Velcro, all the way around them, and they both came with the matching hook part of the Velcro that was adhesive. But at the time when I bought these, my daughter had just bought her van, and she was leaving for New York fairly soon, and I had to, in a mad rush, sew all her curtains and all her window inserts, insulated window inserts and everything. And so that was several nights of up till wee hours in the morning doing that. And the inside of her van is a dark gray, so we used, because it wasn't time to order the Velcro to use for her van, I used the hook dark gray on her van, or the black hook on her van, because I knew on mine I wanted white, because my van is white. So on hers I used the white soft part to sew onto the curtains. So I have all the sew-on white hook that I can just glue to the frame of my van door. So I need to buy some sort of contact adhesive that will hold these on there, you know, even while pulling the Velcro on and off. And whatever kind of a contact adhesive I get, it will be the same thing I use for the Velcro on the legs and the Murphy bed. Oh, excuse me. And also, what I need to do is I need to glue these on again. They keep coming off. They were put on with 3M spray contact adhesive, and I did do a dry mount, which meant it should be permanent. But when the van is closed up, parked here at home, and it's closed up for several days and it's hot, I think it's just like melting it, because I'll open the back door and some of these, if not all of them, will just be on the floor in a heap. So I need to find some kind of adhesive that's better than the 3M spray on. So those are the three things I want to do. Glue those, put Velcro on the legs, and mount the, and I'm going to have to do some sewing on these as well, mount the mosquito netting on the back door. So, first off, got to get the glue. So I know the lighting's not the best in here, with the skylight, with the sun coming in, but since I'm going to be connecting these again, I can't put the Reflectix thing on. So the glue I ended up getting was E6000, and I'm hoping this would work. Like I said, I used the 3M spray adhesive before, and I used a dry mount, but this is all just keeps coming down. I can stick it back up again, but it doesn't stay there. So I'm going to try this E6000. Okay, now we're going to let this get pretty tacky. It says to wait like 2 minutes. It's probably already been 2 minutes on the roof part, but that's alright. Okay, let's put this on. Okay, on to the next one. So the next thing I'm going to do is glue the Velcro hook part to these legs, and I'll glue the loop part to here, because obviously I don't want to be catching on the hook part anytime. And I'm doing this next before I do any more of that, because I just want to make sure that this is going to hold. I am going to need at least one more tube, if not 2 more tubes of it. So I don't want to buy those until I find out if this is actually going to work. So I probably won't finish this off until tomorrow, but we'll see. Alright. With that set. Definitely going to have to label these. Front, center, and rear, so that they always go in the same spot. this one seems to be holding pretty well. So I'm going to start doing the next one. Okay, so I have the carpet all up there, and it seems to be holding well. A couple days with this closed up in the sun will be the real test. Okay, let's see how these work. Well, it holds on there like that, which means it'll probably hold on. And I can pull them off without pulling off the Velcro. Hopefully, this will solve my problem of these falling out when I'm driving down the road, if I've left the bed down. Time to start on the back door. Mosquito netting. Okay, so the Velcro is up around the door. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to put the curtains up and figure out how I need to sew them. Because obviously it's going to be kind of a fun making sure it goes around this and different things like that. So I'm probably going to have to shorten them as well. And they're weighted on the bottom, so I'll need to bring those weights up to where they need to be for this door. So hopefully we'll finish up, or at least I'll be able to mark the curtains tomorrow after work, and tomorrow evening be able to sew them, hopefully. Alright, so we'll check back tomorrow. Okay, so I have the cover up on the skylight, and it's been up there since yesterday afternoon, and it seems to be holding just fine. So it looks like the E3000 is going to work. I've pulled the cover off a couple times and put it back on, and the carpet does not seem to budge at all. So I'm hoping this does work, even with the camper closed up and it getting hot in here during the day when it's just closed up here at home. Okay, so it looks like everything's tilted, but it's actually that my the van is not on level ground. So my camera's level, but the camper is not. So next up, what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can spin this around here. So next up, what I'm going to do is attach the curtains to the door, and then see how I'm going to have to cut them and sew them and all that for them to all fit in my door, which is probably not going to be real easy, but we'll try. Okay, first off I want to show you what I've done already as far as sewing the curtains go. So these two were one curtain that were joined at the center. And what I did was I removed the, it was this stuff folded in half on this that contained the magnets, and the same thing on this side over here. And then what I did on these was I removed this same stuff, folded in half, that had the Velcro loop sewn onto it. So what I was left with was 4 pieces of this, which I ironed open flat, and then I've sewn it on each side of this edge of the curtain on here and on here. So now what I will do is sew this onto here by closing the edge of the netting. I still have this stuff on there. This I think has been, I don't know, glued or heated onto here, so I don't want to try to rip it off because I'm afraid it'll rip the netting, but I am going to cut it, these pieces, you know, between each place where it's been heated on. But my main issue is that up here, I need to, on both of these, I need to cut a dart out or a triangle out of the upper part, and I may end up having to somehow sew more netting in here. I'm not sure. I think I can do it, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is put it in place on one side, and then sew that one side, and then put it back up here again, and then I will pin the other side. Alright, let me go sew that side, and then we'll bring it back out. It's a bit wonky up there, but it's got to go around the corner, so. Important thing is that it keeps bugs out. Alright, so I'm going to I'll hem this up to the same height as this. Same with this. I'll put weights in all of these. And the Velcro's holding well, so I think the E6000 is going to work. Pretty much latches up on its own as long as you get it close. That's pretty awesome. And then I have the tie backs here and here. I think the best thing is that I can actually close up the door with this all on there. I just have to roll that part up right there. I'll be much happier camping without fighting the mosquitoes at night. So I'm glad to finally have that done. Like I said, I've had those nets since last year, I think August, September. So yeah, really glad to have it done. So I'll wrap this video up now. I already have my next project lined up, and I have everything I need to start on it. So I will probably start on that in a couple of days. So thanks very much for watching. You have a great evening. Bye-bye.